All right, we're live. Happy Friday, everybody. And hello and welcome to our new video. We're going to be talking today about all things growing your business. And we have an exciting offer for everybody here. For those of you that are new, my name is Megan Casey, and I'm here with my business partner, Debbie Calladine. And together we're running Growth and Evolvement Consulting, an international personal and professional development training company. So if you're interested in growing and evolving, it does what it says on the tin, you might want to tune in and get some ideas today. So this video is dedicated to ideas around growing your business. And we also want to invite everybody to our upcoming masterclass. So tomorrow, Saturday, November 8th, we're hosting a 1-hour masterclass from 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. And we are going to help everybody there get some inspiration and some direction on how to grow their business. Debbie, kick us off on the importance of this.
All right. Okay. So the first thought that comes to mind is you never know what idea you're going to receive coming to our workshops. You know, one idea can change your life. So what don't you know that's holding you back? And you could receive one idea that could change everything for you. And we're going to be sharing a lot of ideas tomorrow. So you could take one of those ideas and run with it, and it could change the whole trajectory of your business. So that would be tip number one, reason number one why you should attend tomorrow. Megan, what else?
Love it. And suggestion is the most powerful force in the universe. Okay. So you want to ask yourself, are the environments you're in, are they growth-based environments with expansive ideas? So immersing in that and being around other business owners. You know, you'll realize, and I'm sure if you have business owner friends, you'll realize, gosh, we have a lot of same problems. So it's going to help reinvigorate your attitude towards business growth and really get a better perspective on what you might be navigating. Another big thing we're going to be talking about is changing our energy towards the growing pains, if you want to call them like that. And rather than getting stuck in the frequency of the problem, we want to get into solution frequency. Okay, getting into solution frequency is an intention, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. And navigating the growth with a great attitude. What do I need to learn here? What's the universe trying to point out to me here? Where is there ineffectiveness here? Like, instead of being annoyed at the problem, start to take a step back, maybe write it out. We did a writing class today where we wrote out clarity into what we wanted and start to figure out, what do I need to learn from this and what's the best case scenario? Now you're in a solution frequency where you can start to think differently and attract different ideas, people, and solutions. So we're going to be talking about ideas to help people get into a solution frequency. What else, Debbie?
The importance of courage. You know, a lot of our clients, are scared to show up on social media. They're scared to express themselves. So the importance of courage, expression, making bold moves. What do you need to do in your business to put yourself out there? How many people know about you? So are you showing up on social media, and do people know what you do? And so the importance of that and being willing to get uncomfortable. And also we're going to talk a little bit about how comfortable are you when another is uncomfortable. That is a very important skill set in selling, because a lot of times people are uncomfortable when it comes time to making a decision. So are you good at holding that person to a higher standard? How good are you at making decisions? And how well do you navigate that uncomfortable feeling and the situations that you're in when you're on a sales call? So we're going to be talking about that too. And the importance also of follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So how good are you at reaching out, reconnecting with people? Timing is everything. So maybe it was a no a few weeks ago, but maybe they're ready now. You never know. So the importance of nurturing people, the importance of sharing different ideas, and the importance of reaching out, following up, connecting with people. You never know who needs your product or service. You never know. So what else would you say, Megan?
Love that. And I love what you said about showing up more. And we endeavor to lead by example. And even when we first started these videos, it's kind of like, goodness, okay, this is new. And now we've habitualized it. We've habitualized sharing value with our audience and letting them know what's available. And before I used social media for my career, I wasn't on it very regularly. So the odds of me seeing somebody's post would have been very low. But if that person was posting regularly, no matter what time I logged in, I would have seen something. So really just remember that people need to hear from you. They need to hear from you today, and they need to hear from you repetitively. They need to, because again, someone might log in once upon a time. So there needs to be continuous updates and add value to your audience. Everybody that has a business is solving a problem for people, which means you have specialized knowledge. So I love what you talked about expression there, and we can all become more expressive. And the other thing about, with the sales, so anyone that we work with, and a lot of our clients are professional salespeople, we look at, is there any decision in their life, personally or professionally, that's pending? Because when we're delaying on a decision, it makes it harder to demand somebody else to make a decision. It's like, you should decide today, but I actually am waiting to decide over here myself. Like, that's not a good, you can't give what you don't have. And we've seen this where people have made decisions in their personal life and has increased their sales. So it might not be directly, like, it might not be perceived to be directly related, but it's decision-making frequency. How decisive are you? Debbie and I are good prospects because we're decisive. Okay, is this what we're looking for? This is what we're looking for? Okay, yes or no. So be decisive in your own journey, and then get comfortable helping other people make a decision. And all of our sales training, we're looking for right matches. You're looking for right matches for what you do. But if it's a right match and the person doesn't make a decision to go ahead, did you let them off the hook? Were you feeling uncomfortable? They might have been feeling uncomfortable, and then maybe you felt uncomfortable and you're like, actually, you know what, let's decide another time. So we want to start to relax into that. It's natural for people to be a bit uncomfortable when they're doing something new. That's natural. And you want to hold a space for people to make a decision, and a space of calmness, a space of centeredness, and a space of you're in a giving frequency. So not drifting into what can I get, but what can I give? How can I help this person? How will them making a decision to work with me improve their life, health, business, whatever it is that your industry is in?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say on that.
Speaking to their goals too. You got to find out what that person's looking for. No goal, no sale. It's very important that we take the energy or the focus off us and onto the other person. And really, what I've really learned in sales too is we don't get paid from people, we get paid through people. So you give a 10 out of 10 on that call and that conversation you have with someone, that sale will, even if they say no, the sale will come through somewhere else. I've seen it multiple times in my journey. So you give a 10 out of 10, like Megan said, that impression of increase. You spend time with me, your life gets better. And leaving people better than you found them. So where can you go the extra mile today? And even if you're, regardless if you're in sales or not, where can you go the extra mile with your family? With, I like to say, we call it Noteworthy November, but we're saying Nurturing November too. Who in your network needs a little bit more nurturing? You know, I was thinking of my dad the other day, and I'm like, you know what? My dad has no one cooking for him. I'm going to cook for him. So I made him a big thing of scalloped potatoes, and he loved it. He was so grateful. Loves my scalloped potatoes. He was raving about them a couple Christmases ago. So I'm like, that's what he likes. I'm going to make them for him. So who in your life needs a little bit of nurturing? So even that, it's like, so going the extra mile.
And it's so important, and it makes such a difference, and that brightens that person's day and the butterfly effect of that. So like Debbie said, whether you're in sales or not, everybody here can leave someone with the impression of increase, and you can do it today. And the other thing that I want to mention as it relates to business growth. So growing a business is no joke. You know, it's a lot of, I think entrepreneurship is probably the best personal and professional development experience that you can really endeavor on. So shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there who are growing. And the one thing as well that, you know, and everybody can forget about this in the moment, is taking some time to zoom out and remember why you started. You know, a lot of what happens to entrepreneurs is they have this big goal and a vision. They want to help the world in this way. And then they get stuck in the day-to-day and the emails and the problems, and the challenges. And they're like, gosh, this is all this, and this. And we want to reconnect to the energy fields that you started in, that you have value to offer people. And really, when you have that vision of the impact you want to have, the legacy that you want to have, the lives that you want to improve, that will help you navigate the tedious minutia of the day-to-day and the challenges. And remember to keep your vision at the forefront of your mind while you're doing your activities. That's one of the ways we can do things in a certain way. And that's the difference between doing things in the energy of challenges versus the energy of this is an opportunity. Okay, whatever challenge you're going through right now, just realize there's a huge opportunity there. And this shift in perspective, it just lightens the whole energy. Rather than challenge is kind of heavy to opportunity. It's like, oh, I like this.
It's like, this is happening for me. Instead of like, this is happening. Why is this happening to me? It's no, why this is happening for me? What's the lesson? Where do I need to grow? What do I need to area do I need to improve in? So there's all kinds of like, how good are you at facing adversity as an entrepreneur? As an entrepreneur, you're going to need to face a lot of adversity, and you need a lot of faith. We talk a lot about faith in our group masterminds, because faith in yourself, your ideas, a higher power. So you're going to need faith and a lot of confidence, which we'll be talking about tomorrow as well. So lots of expansive ideas on our free masterclass tomorrow at 10 a.m. Saskatchewan time, 11 a.m. EST. And anything else you want to share there, Megan?
Yeah, adversity is there to help us to grow and to develop our character. So really getting into that opportunity frequency. And when you're looking for opportunities, you'll find them. When you're looking for problems, you'll find those too. But it's like changing the lens that you see the world and your business. So we put together a really powerful sequence of ideas tomorrow, and it's not just going to be inspirational. It will be very inspirational, but there'll also be some practical ideas, things that you can actually take action on to grow and increase your business, increase your client base, increase your customer base. So if you're feeling stuck in any way in your business, or you're doing good, but you know there's another level, this is going to help both groups of people. Either you're stuck, you want to get unstuck, or you're like, I'm here, but like, I'd love to be here. Mm-hmm. So those are the details from tomorrow. And I want to shout out two groups of people. Number one, if you're watching this before November 8th, register. The link is going to be in the comments, and it's going to be a 1-hour power hour tomorrow. If you are watching this after November 8th, if you're like me and you don't log into your social media every moment, just know that we're going to be recording it, and you will have the opportunity to watch the replay. So comment replay below if you've missed it, but you did want to catch that. And regardless of whether you can attend or not, if you have questions and you want to increase your business, increase your sales, increase your leadership, book a one-to-one call with us today. This is what we help people with. We have an amazing client base of people that are really growing and evolving. They're serious about their goals. They're serious about being coachable and following direction and getting results. So if you'd like to be in that environment, you can book a one-to-one at any stage, and there's links in the bios, correct?
Perfect. Yeah, I'll share them in the comments below. So thanks for tuning in. Have a fabulous Friday, and we hope to see you tomorrow live at 11 a.m. Eastern. All right. Have a great day.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.